Started streaming. There we go. What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. I just released a video a little while ago, probably an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, on my second channel. For those of you that don't know about Rick Beato 2, it's a new channel to subscribe to that has a lot of new content on it. Kind of old school content. I have my Brian May interview up there that I did. I have my interview with Miles Kennedy. Putting a lot of full-length content on there and a more detailed harmony and things. I just put a video up on orchestration, on simple orchestration techniques. But today we're going to talk about the CAGED system for arpeggios. So the CAGED system is a great thing because it's based out of chord shapes that are familiar to people. Based out of very, very simple chord shapes, open chord shapes, and some bar chords too. But I'm going to play each of the chord shapes and show you kind of how I practice these arpeggios, starting in one position. And I found that the best way to teach people is to actually take these open chords here, move them up the neck. For example, the C for CAGED. So CAGED means we're thinking C major, A major, G major, E major, D major. There's a few different fingerings here, and I use these all the time. When you see my playing, if you see me on Instagram, you see me on here doing any of my shorts, you'll see me using these arpeggio shapes all the time. And I'll demonstrate what I do. Everybody's always asking me, what is that sound that you're using behind, which is really a keyboard sound that's behind the guitar when I play on Instagram or on here on my shorts. Okay, so let's say I take this C major shape. Okay, so if you just take a simple C major chord, how's it sound, Billy? Good? Yeah. That's based out of this shape. I'm moving it up 12 frets. Okay, and I'm simply taking my pinky where the C is, and I'm playing. I'm playing that C major chord shape right there. Some of you may say, well, it looks kind of like a D shape there. Well, actually, that's a C major chord right there. What I like to do then is complete it in the same position. Add those couple extra notes. And you'll notice when I play those, check out my fingering on that. So if I start on my pinky, then I go to my pinky, then I go to my third finger, then to my index. I don't like to bar. I will bar. I don't like to bar on the way down. I don't think it's quite as clean, but the barring on the way up is very clean to do that. Okay, so you should be able to do both, and you should practice both. Practice fingered, right? Okay, so that's a C shape. Okay, then we go to the A shape, right? CAGED, C-A. And the A shape is here. It's based off this A major chord, right? So I'm going to start on A, and I'm going to look at the chord shape there. I'm going to see those three notes, right? You see those notes. Now, I like to play it. I like to play it that way. I also like to play it depending on... I also like to play it that way. So I've just played it three different ways. I played it with fingering each note. Okay. Then fingering it with the first finger bar. Then fingering it with the second finger bar. Do you see that second finger bar? What I'm having to do on that, I'm actually doing kind of complex muting on the right hand too, so I don't get those notes ringing together. If you watch guys like Frank Gambale when he's sweep picking, you'll see him sweep on those using a bar like that. You also notice that Frank has gigantic fingers too, so it's very easy for him to sweep. Billy, is everything all right or what? Great. But I think that everyone should really learn to play these things and practice them with different fingerings, okay? Because if you're improvising, what you want to do is you want to be able to finger these and move around from position to position. Now, all this stuff, all these fingerings are in my Beato book, and they're in my Quick Lessons guitar course. Both of these, everything, my ear training course, are all on sale at 50% off for the rest of the weekend, and it's just RB500 is a discount code. So if you want to learn these things and really how to apply them, my Beato book has all the fingerings in them for everything, all the possible fingerings you want. But the Quick Lessons program, which is my guitar course, I take these concepts and I show you how to apply them over chord changes. Okay, so how to use them in solos. Now, let's talk about the next position, which would be the G position. So we're going to take this G, cowboy G chord. We're going to move it up 12 frets to here. Okay, all the open strings stay the same, but we're going to use the... So we're going to use that fingering. I start with the pinky. You can also start with the ring finger. But you have a bar here with the index finger. And I like to go like that. Now, the idea of adding every possible fingering combination on a string is something that I just do because I like to be able to move from position to position. So you'll see me do that a lot. Now I also change from to there. So I'm kind of combining positions, and you need to really be able to understand both. But practice this one first until you get it clean. I'm alternate picking sometimes, like there. I can alternate pick or I can sweep pick. It doesn't really matter. You should be able to do both. You should be able to alternate pick or sweep pick. That's alternate picking. That's sweep picking with a little alternate at the end of it, right? But I like to add those extra notes. Right? Now I went up one. That to me is the best way to do it because it incorporates both. It incorporates both fingerings there. This and... Okay, so this, the reason that I do that, I try to avoid bars wherever I can. Sometimes bars are necessary. Here, I could have gone, you'll see me do that all the time. That's kind of hard to do. All right, that's kind of a tricky finger. Not that bad. But I'll go down and move from position to position. But that is the G fingering based off that shape. Then you have the E shape, which would be this, based off an E major chord, right there, played up 12 frets. I'm just tracing. I'm looking at this part of the chord and I'm just tracing it. Root third. But then I like to go instead of, I can do that. I think that this is it's a more reliable fingering. I don't know. But I can do it either way, right? So it's just a matter of practicing these things. Figure out the easiest way first. Get it under your fingers and then start altering it however you can. Take out the bar. That's with a bar with the index finger, right? I go. That's not really, not as easy to do it that way because you would involve a sweep pick there. If you ever hear me improvise, though, you'll hear me use these things. If you hear Frank Gambale or Yngwie or anybody, they use these shapes all the time. Okay. The next one is the D shape. Okay, the D shape. So here's D major chord here. This is the D major shape right here. Now, I'm going to trace this arpeggio. Now, I'm going to start on the third on F sharp because I want to use every available note once again. Now, you see I added that high A. Or I'll go down to D. I mean, I'm using these things. I'm going from shape to shape here. Okay? But I'm seeing this shape here for D major. That is a hard shape to play, and I don't like that. I don't think that's a reliable fingering. When I say a reliable fingering, anytime you're using the third and fourth finger, yes, practice those, but they're not as reliable, especially when you're going. That's a very weak fingering to me. You want to use the stronger fingers to play those shapes, right? That's just, I don't think it's clean. I don't think it's powerful sounding. I prefer that shape too, but you'll see me play that shape too. So essentially what I'm doing there is I'm using all the different shapes for that D major in this area. That would be the C shape. I can do this D shape. That's like the E shape there, right? Or I can go between them. There's your D shape. And this is how you get around the guitar with these shapes, right? Is that you move from one to the next. I just love those sounds too. When you start superimposing different triads over chords, you start to get really, really cool sound. And you'll hear me do these things if you watch my quick lessons. By the way, the sale for today's live stream is RB 500, 50% off my quick lessons guitar course. If you're thinking about getting it, this is the time to get it. 50% off. 50% off my ear training program. That's pretty much the highest discount that I do on it. 50% off my Beato book. All the fingerings and everything are found within there, right? Let's talk a little bit about about how to use these things over chord changes, okay? So let's say that we take, I'm going to go down to this position. Say I take A major, right? So I like to practice things in chord progressions. So I played the 1 chord to the 4 chord. 1 chord, A major, D major. Sometimes I'll use a passing note. So if I'm going to come back to A major, I added the upper neighbor tone. Whoops. Then E major. So I did 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. There's my G shape, right? But I use for B major chord, so 5 of 5. Right there. So I'm giving you the sound of A major, 1 4 5 1 4 5 1 4 5 of 5 5 1. If I did it over an A pedal, so I'm going back and forth. I'm just using the 1, 4, and 5 chord there, right? 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 4. That really will develop your ability to play chord progressions. I'm just playing over the note A. That all those things work over just the note, like just an A power chord. That's all I played there. But you can get a lot of cool sounds if you superimpose different chords over chord progression. Let's say I have A, did A sus2. I can use A and B. I'm just using A and B there, right? So that's a cool sound, right? Going back and forth between A and B. Well, I can go 5. So this would be the major 2. This would be a Lydian sound. Okay, so major 2 sound, that B major over A, which is a great sound. So A, I'm just going back and forth between A triad and B triad using those shapes. A, B, A, B, A. I should have gone. E major works great too. Love those sounds. So A, B, E, A, B, E, right? So I got A major, A sus2, A, B, E. And we're not even talking about minor triads yet either, because you have to take these major triads and then make them minor triads. Okay, so let's say you take this the C major triad, right? So if I flat the third, That would be a C minor triad. That's hard. I'm always changing my fingering. I'm always changing my fingerings depending on where I'm improvising, right? So that'd be C minor there. C minor here. Combining those positions. So that position, that position, that position, that position, right? If you take each of the major positions and you flat the third of them, you get the minor sound. If I take the E major and I flat the third and make it E minor, there's that fingering right there. So that would be the E minor CAGED system. So this is kind of the next level of it. The A major becomes A minor. So the A major, A minor, okay? And that's how I would practice them next, is take the major and go to the minor, okay? Then you go to G major, G minor. Okay, so G major, G minor, then E major to E minor, which we did, then D major to D minor, right? So here's D major here. D minor right there, okay? So practice these in progressions, 1, 4, 5, 4, 1 progressions, or 1, 4, 5, 6, you're right, 1 could be 1, 4, then 1, 5. Then you can add in the 6th chord if you're in the key of A here. A major, F sharp minor. These are really hard to do, but if you just practice them slowly, piece of cake. And they're fun. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I usually do for a warm-up. I'm not warmed up right now, really. When I interviewed Pat Metheny and he says that he warms up for 4 hours, that's what he's doing. He's playing these arpeggios. He's literally practicing arpeggios in intervals. He's practicing scales and arpeggios and going back and forth between them. I watched him. I actually saw him practice before. There's a great practice video that he does on it's on YouTube, but I think somebody transcribed it. Or there's a Hal Leonard book where it's Pat's warm-ups, but it's just him improvising and somebody transcribed it. But basically what he's doing is he's practicing these different positions here. He's practicing the major triads. He's practicing the minor triads. He's practicing the major add 9, minor add 9, because those sounds are really cool. If I have, once again, A major, and I play A major add 9, so think about it. I love that. That's great. A add 9. E at 9. D at 9. A. You can do the those minor add nines too. A minor add 9. G add 9 over C. All those add 9s, major add 9s, minor add 9s, beautiful sounds. You can use the Lydian sound. That's a Lydian triad. Beautiful sound. Lydian triad. Great sound there, though, right? Really cool sound. If I played it over A minor 11, check this out. I'll play that same C Lydian triad. It gives you a Dorian sound, A Dorian. Don't bend that note sharp. All those different triads, add 9 sounds, add sharp 4 sounds, all those things. I use them all the time when I'm improvising. Those are all in my quick lessons course. If you want to really learn this stuff, it's a 5-hour course with 28 lessons in it. I'm adding to it all the time, but it has transcriptions. I play ideas, I improvise ideas, and I explain what I'm doing, kind of the thought process behind them and the devices that I'm using for improvising. And they're pretty basic, but they're based off these basic CAGED system, these CAGED patterns, essentially, right? And I'm just adding one note. I may add the sharp 4, add the 2, the 9 to it, and things like that. And it just produced, and then I superimpose them over different chords. So I'll take that C Lydian triad and I play it over an A minor chord. All of a sudden you get this A minor 13 sound or A Dorian sound, right? I could play that same chord, that same sound over many, many different chords. You can play it over C and it'd be a C Lydian, right? I could play it over D and it'd be a D Mixolydian sound. So if I had like a D major sound. That's like this kind of sound. Love that. sound over D7 sus, right? And it gives you that real Mixolydian sound. Very cool. People say, oh, it sounds like Eric Johnson or you know. But that's just a device that is really melodic. Sounds very melodic and I think anthemic when you use it. Anyways, discount code for today's live stream is RB500. You want to support the channel and improve your playing, check out my Beato book. 50% off that, 50% off the quick lessons course, and 50% off my ear training course, where you can actually hear this stuff and say, oh, I know what Rick's doing right there. That's the biggest discount on these things too. You want to get my ear training course, this is the time to get it 50% off. Because you'll be able to hear that and you'll be like, oh, he's playing a Lydian triad over the major, he's playing C Lydian over A minor. You just get to hear these things. It becomes really obvious what they are. So when I'm hearing someone playing, I'm like, oh, I know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. If they're playing over diminished chord, A13 flat 9, and I hear that sound, I just hear that F sharp triad. Right? That's that sound. So I go over all these different things in my quick lessons course. RB500 discount code. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. A lot of people don't subscribe to this channel and watch it all the time. It really helps if you do subscribe and ring the bell. Also follow me on Rick Beato 2. That's my new channel that I've been posting a lot on as well. I'm kind of posting equally. I'm posting on both channels each week. You guys are the best. Thanks. Have a great rest of your weekend.